Hey y'all, welcome back to Faith Budgets. On this channel I'll be posting videos about how we use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button as we try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. This will be the paycheck number 2 for the month of May. Thank you for clicking on another video. If you are new, welcome. My name's Holly. I am on a budgeting journey to take a little bit better control of our finances, be a little more intentional with our money, and pay off some debt, and also save at the same time for those categories and those things that come up in life that we need to save for throughout the year. And we get paid bi-weekly, but we're on opposite payrolls. My husband and I both work full-time. I get paid every other Thursday. He gets paid every other Friday. So we end up getting paid weekly, and we do a weekly zero-based budget after we map it out for the whole month. So for the whole month, I do a monthly budget overview. I'll link that here. Will be the May monthly budget overview or setup. And that's just our base pay and all of our bills, expected variable spending. And then if there's any left, we put that towards our sinking funds and savings challenges. So I do it that way first so that I know what I'm dealing with each month. And then each paycheck, I break it down even further and go into each week and pay what needs to be paid during that week as far as bills, or leave in the bank to pay the bills that are auto-drafted. And then each week we get our money out for cash to stuff the different categories or sections. We have 3 sections that we do cash in. The first section is the wallet, the variable spending, and then we have sinking funds that we do cash with, or their cash binders and envelopes. And then we have savings challenges that I also use cash for. So that's kind of a little rundown there, kind of how we do it. And inspired or influenced by Dave Ramsey and the Budget Mom. Those are the two, I guess, that I really clicked with the most. Lots of different ones out there, but that's the 2 that I relate with the most and clicked with me and our budgeting style. So we'll just get started in here with the budget. This is my A5 budget planner from Missy Money. She has a digital version as well on the Excel program, and then she also has the paper version here. This is the planner in A5 size. And then she has binders in the A5 size, also A6 and A7, and she has wallets, zippy wallets as well that hold the cash envelopes, and she has customizable, personalized cash envelopes that you can have her make for you, and also savings challenges. So if you're interested in any of her products, you can use my discount code FaithBudgets10 and get 10% off. And I think she does still have some less than perfect items, LTP. Those are drastically reduced in price if you're looking for, to get a binder or a wallet or something at a really low cost. Check those out. And I think she is also upcoming another shop drop. So she's going to do some more items and some restocks too. So stay tuned for that on her channel. I have her linked below, MissyMoney.com, and she has a YouTube channel. Okay, so now that being said, let's get over here to May. Where are you, May? May, and paycheck number 2 is what we're on. And May is a magic month for us. We will get paid 5 paychecks in May. Love the magic months. Wish we had more of them. Okay, we were able to get some overtime. Let me zoom you guys in. Whoops. It's hard to do with these fingernails. Okay. I think you guys can see. So for this week, we get paid paycheck number 2. We had allocated, or we had, did the budget setup, and we did the base pay. The bottom amount that we would get paid was going to be $2,500 here for pay number 2. So as you can see, we did get some overtime. The actual pay was $2,957, so that left us with $457 in overtime, which was great because I wouldn't have been able to stuff any in the sinking fund. So this is a really tight time right now, so we are just trying to do the best we can. I'm probably a little over budget on stuff, as far as need to refigure some things. But anyway, got several different changes coming up. So I've got May ready. We're just going to stick with May for right now. But probably in June we'll have some changes. But so everything left in the bank here in this section, these are the categories that will be left in our checking account to be paid on auto draft, or at the end of the month will be paid. Like the mortgage and the SUV, this is half of those payments. So I pay those at the end of the month. For the first of the month payment for the mortgage, and then the SUV is due on the 8th or the 10th. So I just do it the same way. I save for it the previous month so that I'm not behind on it or worried about, make sure I got enough in there. So then we have a cushion. I usually do $20 or $25 a week. So we're just going to do 20 this time. Since it's a magic month, I just bumped it down to 20. And then we have electric, it's $280. So that gives us a total of $1,558 for the bills for this week. Then we have groceries. All this is our variable spending that'll be in the wallet. $300, gas $140, eating out $60, giving $45, shopping $40, meds $35, miscellaneous $40, and then hubby $150. So then, and there's the denominations that I want for that, and that's a total of $810. So they have that broke down there. And then here is the sinking funds section. So we have Sam's Club will get $25, self-care will get $70, pet care will get $15, gifts $120, because I have a couple different things coming up where I'm going to get some gifts for some people as far as graduations and weddings and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably have to get some more next week as well. So, because graduations are coming up, and I don't know if there's any more. I probably will. Anyway, 120 is what we're putting in there now, because I think I just had maybe 15 or 20 or 30, something in there, a small number in the gifts envelope. So then we have car maintenance 30, memberships 20, insurance premiums 20, car tags 10, health and medical 180. I have to have a root canal and a filling done first. I went to have my teeth cleaned and got some bad news all the way around. But so I do the crown and filling first. I have that done in 2 weeks. And I think this will complete me saving up for that. I think it was going to be like, after insurance, my out-of-pocket was going to be $464. So I think I have that saved up. But then the next thing that I have to get done is I have to have a skin graft put on my gums. I have receding gums pretty bad. It's hereditary. The way my jawbone is on my teeth are on my jawbone. And I've already had one graft put about 18 years ago. I did have a graft put on the very bottom front gum line there. And they cut that little frenum thing in the frenectomy. That's what they did. And cut that, but then they also put a graft there as well, because your teeth on the bottom there only have one root, so we have to protect that. We don't want my teeth to fall out, so I had to have a graft on the right side, the ones beside the two front teeth, the two on the right there on the bottom, and then eventually we'll have to do the left side. But he said the right side really needs to be done right now. The left one will be coming, eventually, so I need to prepare for that. And that one's going to cost, after insurance, $690. So, should have been putting more money in my health and medical. If you don't put money in your health and medical, you might want to consider that. Put that in there for those things that come up, because it's almost inevitable. Things are going to come up. Things are going to happen, as we age. I'm 46 years old, so I should have been putting more in there for that. So I did have a little bit, but going to pay for this first procedure first and then go from there and hopefully get some more overtime and put that away. But we are selling a few things, and I may have a yard sale, just some ways I might be able to bring in a little bit extra income other than working. So we will see if we get anything like that. Sometimes we have yard sales and do a garage sale and clean out a bunch of stuff. We need to declutter anyway, so that might be a good time to do that. And then we have lease land, 15, property tax, 5, and then other, 20. So that's a total of $530 for the sinking funds. Thank goodness for overtime. Then over here on the savings challenges, we have 4 that we are currently working on. 52-week challenge, we're on week number 19, and I roll that up to the nearest 5, so that is $20 there. The 12-month challenge will be $10, and the I Do challenge will be $25, and then I just had $4 left in the budget, so I just threw that down there in the 100 envelope. But I hopefully will be able to add a little bit from my wallet if I have any cash left from last week's spending, and go from there, add that to that, and maybe be able to stuff something in the 100 envelope. So then that's a total of $59 there. There's the denominations for that. I made a big old mess out of that. My mind was just frozen, I think. I don't know what happened. I could not get the right number. I had it all messed up. Anyway, here is the cash planning summary. This is the total that we'll take out of the bank. So when we go get the cash out, we'll get out $1,399 there. Let me get my calculator. Make sure I didn't mess anything up. I usually do. We'll see. So the net pay was $2,957. And then in the bank we left $1,558. And then the total cash withdrawn for all 3 sections was $1,399. So let's make sure that equals 0. It should. So 2,957 minus 1,558 minus 1,399. Okay, 0. Good. So that's our zero-based budget. We have given every single dollar an assignment, and we will go get the cash out and get the binders out and do the cash stuffing and also the savings challenges. So that was it for this week, guys. Paycheck number 2 for the month of May. Yeah, it's already May. It's getting hard to say May. That was the paycheck breakdown and cash planning for that week. And then we'll come back and do the video for the cash portion. So I hope that you guys will come back and watch that. Thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and I love interacting with you guys in the comments. Lots of different people watching from all over. There was one that was so far away. I probably can't pronounce her name anyway. She was in Kenya. So hey, if you're the one that was watching from Kenya, it's so far away, and I may not even be saying that right. No, was it Kenya or See, I don't know. Nairobi, Kenya. Anyway, it's a long ways away. I've never been out of the country that far. I've never been out of the country other than like maybe on a cruise to Cozumel, and but that's far away. Anyway, thank you guys for letting me know where you're watching from. If you haven't yet, let me know where you are watching from, and come back and watch again as we cash stuff and do some savings challenges. So I guess that's it, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the prayers. Still got some stuff going on, but it's nothing that's put on us that we can't handle. I'm leaving it in the hands of Jesus, and that's all we can do. I try not to worry about stuff. I know as a woman, I think we tend to worry about a lot of things especially that are out of our control. So God has a plan for everybody. I just have to trust that I don't know what that is, and just have faith in Him that His plan is better than my plan would ever be. So we can't control everything. So just got to keep the faith. Anyway, I hope you guys will come back and watch as we do some cash stuffing. And thanks again for watching, subscribing, and commenting. And I will see you guys on the next one. But until then, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks, guys.